Wednesday, November 16th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here with you, and lots to talk about today. Storm system bringing showers and thunderstorms, severe weather potential as well with that system. Much colder air arrives tomorrow, and we'll kind of talk about what the longer range pattern holds as well. Let's start off with a look at the radar across the region this morning. This is the radar image from 5:15 a.m. We've had one batch of showers move through the Piedmont through the night. Another big mass of rain over much of Georgia into the westernmost mountains of North Carolina. That's moving northeast and will clip into the foothills in the Piedmont later this morning. And then you get into the severe weather areas right now, and at the time I'm cutting this video, there's a couple tornado watches up from western Alabama into southern Mississippi in southeastern Louisiana, and there's been a number of tornado warnings in this area thus far early this morning. There's the watch and warning situation again at the time I'm cutting this video during the 5 a.m. hour. A couple of active tornado warnings down in southern Mississippi and southeastern Louisiana. A lot of very, very mild air all across the southeast ahead of this system. In the Carolinas, many of our temperatures, in terms of current temperatures, during the 5 and 6 o'clock hours this morning, running above the average high temperatures here for the middle portions of November. So when you have a pretty dynamic system moving in, interacting with this warm and somewhat unstable air mass, the result is severe weather potential. So there's that A1 convective outlook. Slight risk running from eastern Alabama into Georgia and a good chunk of the Carolinas. The tornado probability is pretty low today, but that is something we'll have to watch. The tornado threat is there, although the bigger threat overall probably from wind damage. And we'll just kind of that's the wind damage potential there. We'll just sort of see how everything unfolds. Here's a couple of images from the RPM model, one of the 4-kilometer high resolution models. This is an image from, let's see, 030Z, so that would be this evening here, and you're looking at a band of thunderstorms stretching from the Piedmont down into the upstate of South Carolina. And then we go a couple of hours later to 230Z late this evening, and looking at still some intense thunderstorms around parts of the region. What's driving all this? Well, in the upper levels, you've had one little upper level disturbance kind of dampen out as it moved from the lower Mississippi Valley into our area. Another little piece of energy diving on the backside that plays a role tomorrow. That's early afternoon tomorrow, and that trough staying pretty sharp as it swings through, and I think we have to maintain the chance of some rain for a good chunk of the region through tomorrow morning before we see some afternoon sun. Now down the road, here's how we look Monday morning. Yet another big upper-level low carving itself out here near the west coast. Kind of a broad zonal flow with a big ridge in the Gulf of Mexico early next week, and by later on next week, this is Thanksgiving, that disturbance that was off the California coast moves in here, bringing our next chance of rain, which looks like it will be then right around Thanksgiving Day. In terms of the longer range, there's the day 8 to 10 mean, European model on the left, GFS on the right, and if you want a lot of sustained cold air in the eastern part of the country, that's about the opposite of what you'd want to see. Big trough near the west coast, and also some troughing near Greenland, ridging over the eastern part of North America. Not a very good look, but you know, hey, it's late November for you cold weather fans and snow fans. You know, what good does it do you to have a perfect setup in November? So we'll see. I still think a pattern flip is probably on the way, but it will not be the week of Thanksgiving. All right, here we go with the GFS today. We're going to see showers and a few thunderstorms. The greatest thunderstorm potential in much of our region will be this evening. And then notice this is the chart for 18Z tomorrow. So it's early afternoon tomorrow on Thursday. And I think we have to linger the rain chances into the Piedmont for a good chunk of at least the morning and into early afternoon tomorrow. And it's going to be chilly as that colder air spreads on in. That chilly high pressure directly overhead as we go through tomorrow night and into Friday, so we'll see some lows in the upper 20s in many spots likely on Friday morning. Highs Friday in the low and mid-50s. Another sub-freezing morning Saturday morning, and upper 50s and lower 60s Saturday afternoon. Then everybody well into the 60s for highs on Sunday afternoon. Next week, here we go on Monday. Pretty mild. The next front just off to our west kind of falls apart as it pushes in, but it might try to chill us down a little bit before that next system moves in. There's Wednesday, and then there's Thanksgiving when we see that next opportunity for rain, then moving on in. All right, that is it for today's edition of the video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day here on this Wednesday. Have a good way of hearing watches and warnings in the event they are required. And, of course, we'll keep you completely up to date here on News 14 Carolina. Have a great day, and God bless.